Hello, so today we've got a new series of professional runs on Hitman. Today we're starting in Paris and we've got to assassinate Viktor Novikov and Dalia Margolis. We're doing it silent
Welcome to
assassin, suit only. So we're starting at the main entrance, we're going to bring breach charges, a coin and any pistol you like, that's silenced. So the first thing we've got to do is get Kurt, the bodyguard, out of the way. So he'll be walking downstairs in a moment with Victor, so what we've got to do is lure him downstairs before Victor walks down them. To do that, just throw a coin at the wall and it'll draw his attention downstairs. So he's going to walk down the stairs, and what we're going to do now is just take out a camera to help ourselves out. So there it is, take it out, that's done. Now Kurt should be here in a second, so what we're going to do is we're going to lure him in with another coin. Now this is the tricky bit because NPCs can be temperamental with coins. If he's still wondering where the first coin is, he'll be looking for it. So as it happens here, I tried throwing a coin and he didn't come the first time. He was just still obsessed with the first one. So I try again, I open the door and I head back downstairs and throw another coin. Again, I pick it up because I don't want Kurt stalling and picking up the coin. There we go. So he's noticed it this time and I'm on my way down here. Now the trouble in this little area is that a guard now decides to come out of the security room. All that we have to do is just crouch behind here and then throw a coin once the question mark goes above Kurt's head. And that way he'll come down the stairs and he'll be ready for a knockout. So grab the wrench, that way it's an easy melee takedown and eventually he'll come down the stairs. Now as you can see, the guard's just coming out the room. It's much easier just leaving him be off than trying to take him out as well. Kurt will be down there in a second. Here he comes, picks up the coin. The guard's just still looking ahead, minding his own business. He's taking his time picking up this coin. For some reason he's got to report it to someone. But eventually he does turn around and then we can just throw the wrench at him. Out of all the things that he drops, the one thing that I need to pick up is the bodyguard's phone. That way I can do the entire challenge that I'm trying to complete alongside this silent assassin. So I'm going to drag Kurt's body into this crate. Chances are no one will find his body, but best just to be safe than sorry, especially when I'm doing a run like this. So from here, just crouch through here. With professional mode, you have to crouch most of the time because footsteps can now be heard. Whilst it can be a very good technique if you want to distract someone, if you don't, you're going to get spotted straight away. Another change that's come with professional mode is the movement of the chefs. So the main chef, right at the front, he tends to move his head a little bit, so you have to watch out for him. But also the other two chefs move around a lot as well, so be careful of their movements at this point. At the top of these stairs there used to be a tech guy, but now he's gone. I think the idea was that he was there if you wanted an easy disguise, but obviously with professional mode they decided to remove that. So in a way it's actually helpful because it means we can just sit and wait here while these two security guards pass by. So I've done Paris before, silent assassin suit only, on standard difficulty, and the main challenge that I had when doing this video was trying to come up with a different way to assassinate both targets. And I've looked around on YouTube a lot, and this route, it has been done, but I do believe it's one of the less completed routes. The main one that I've seen is the terminal velocity challenge, where you push Dalia onto Viktor Novikov. And whilst that's a good challenge, I just thought that having seen it quite a few times in professional runs, people wouldn't want to see that again. Now, again, this has been done, I have seen it a few times with the chandelier drop, but I thought it would just be fun to try to see how many people have done it or if it's a popular route. Time will tell, I suppose. Now at this point we've got a new lookout here, it's a tech guy, so what I tried was dropping a gun. And I was hoping that if I could lure him over to that area where the gun is, he would spot it and report it, which means I can easily access the room where I need to be. Now it was a good plan, but if you've seen any of my previous Hitman videos, you'll know that a good idea doesn't always equal perfect execution when it comes to me. So as you can see, he picked up the coin but left the gun, he couldn't see it. So I tried again, I made sure that the coin would land near the gun, and the results were markedly better. Now what I did forget when I was doing this is that he would not pick up the gun himself, but he would go find a security guard. Whilst I was doing this as well, I also didn't realise there was a security guard in the room next door. So that was an awkward moment, having to manoeuvre around him and shut the door and all that. But by now, he's seen the gun and everything seems to be going smoothly. So we'll go through here into the safe room. Another small change in here from standard difficulty is that there's a security guard who patrols into this room. So it's not just this one guy anymore, there's now another one who walks in. So what I did is I circled around this area a bit just to try and give the door time to close, and that gave me plenty of time to put the breach charge on. It is important to place it as well as possible because the cicada guards who come in the room with Dahlia and Victor, they will spot it when they walk out. Placement is important there. So here's the security guard that I mentioned earlier. He only stands there for about 10-15 seconds maybe, but it's just enough time to wind you up when you are trying to play it as fast as possible. So at this point I was just faffing around, looking through my inventory. I think I was actually getting ready for the tech guy outside, but yeah, this is the bit where you just have to have a bit of patience and wait, unfortunately. Once he's heading outside though, just go straight for the door that he came in. Watch out for this guy. He doesn't really turn his head, but you don't want to get caught by walking straight past him. So nice and sneaky. Now the tactic here to get out is pretty simple. You just throw a coin in the opposite direction to where you want to go. Now I tried to be a little bit not sneaky, clever with it by throwing a coin whilst having both doors open. That way I could just run straight through. The door shut before I could do it though. It's no big problem, but it just slowed me down in about half a second or so. Anyway, I've snuck through. I wasn't sure about this security guy or tech guy's route. I couldn't remember him, so I was just sitting here for a minute waiting. I didn't know where he would go. So when it looks like I'm going to struggle to get out of the room, I do tend to have a look around, see what my options are, but as it turns out he goes stand on the balcony for a little bit, at least enough time to get through the room. Now the security guards aren't around, so I can just run straight down to the stairwell and I can just get ready to make the phone call. So it's completely safe to run through this area, no cameras, just get down the stairwell, and as soon as you're ready, just turn the phone on in the inventory and make the phone call.
Attention all security. We have a code 17. I repeat, we have a code 17. Secure Peacock and Cobra. Over.
Dahlia and Victor are now on the way to the safe room. Now the key thing for myself is getting past the chefs. Now they are a bit of a problem, like I've said, because they move all the time. It's quite hard to plan a consistent way past them. So the best option I've found, thanks to the internet I must admit, is using a fire extinguisher. So pick one up, place it by the door, and just as I'm about to exit, I shoot it. That way the chefs get frightened by the explosion and they don't see it passing by. And from here, all I have to do is just look for Dahlia and Victor to be waiting in the safe room. When Dahlia's on her own, I think she does take her time a bit more, but when I was with her in this separate run, I think she was moving just a little bit faster. When I was making this video, I found it really tricky to get the timings to sync up. The main video that's shown right now, you can see I'm a cicada guard, and I believe the whole reason that the two videos don't sync up great is because I did two separate routes forward. So obviously the main one I've been showing in this video is the Silent Assassin, it's a suit-only route, whilst in the other one I most likely started somewhere in the lower levels just so that I could get easy access to Kurt and just get him out of the way as fast as possible. So I think that explains why they all got here a bit fast. In the end, it doesn't matter. All I do is just wait for the guards to go to one side, I get the breach charge ready in the inventory, and it's time to drop the chandelier.
I think we're good. You can get up now.
I really can't thank you.
Well done, 47. Victor
Yeah,
Novikov
it does look
is
great when you
next.
see that. So, going back to the main video,
Both
I just
targets are
shoot
down.
this
Great work.
fire
Now head
extinguisher.
towards an exit.
One shot will do the trick. And from there, just run straight through and head to the exit. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like the video if you did, and subscribe to my channel for new content. Thanks, goodbye.